The first video is about the secret, the hidden secret that was once discovered a long time ago by ancients and then rediscovered by somebody else. The secret is basically has to do with the law of attraction, and it says that the law of attraction is the way of life. It also talks about how law of attraction is not biased. The law of attraction responds to your signs and thoughts. The video also talks about how everything you can complain about is like how you attract it. It's something that you attract. You complain, whatever you complain about, you attract. You attract what you think about. Law of attraction also says that it will give you what you want, and that can be anything you want. What you want, if you want it, you'll get it. It focuses on what you want versus what you don't want. So if you focus on what you want and instead of what you don't want, you get a positive outcome. The other video is called The New Era of Positive Psychology by Martin Seligman, and it's a lecture given to people. This one video is about the 11th reason to be optimistic. So it talks about the good things about psychology, about how 10 years ago psychology was just basically to figure out what was wrong with a person. Before, psychology was used to work in the disease model for 60 years, which is also meaning to figure out what was wrong with the person and how to make them more happier. It explains the 3 happy lives of people, and one is about the pleasant life, the good life, and the meaningful life. And once you can differentiate that, you're happier. It also talks about the bad things of psychology, like the 3 causes of the disease mode. We become victimologists and pathologists. It also talks about how us as the people forgot about improving normal lives and people's high talent. Another thing about positive psychology, it talks about how there's a measurable website that you can use to figure out how positive you are. It's called AuthenticHappiness.org. It also talks about the classification of psychology, which is like causation versus discoverable. So it also talks about the secret, how the secret is the answer to all that has been, all that is, and all that will be, which is one of the main quotes used in that video. When it comes to science, I think the more video that shows science the most was the New Era of Positive Psychology, just for the simple fact it talks about the science of mental illness, and it also talks about the science of positive psychology versus the other video, which doesn't really talk about the science of anything. It lists more facts compared to scientifical meanings. But in my personal life, we do go through a lot of stress. Working at a daycare is stressful in itself. So working with infants every day is stressful, and working with new employees can also be stressful. So sometimes we've learned to maybe not think of something to be automatically stressful right at the beginning. So, for instance, if I know we're going to get a new child that day and they're new, off the rip, we already believe, okay, this is going to be a stressful day. We don't really know much about this child, but using the law of attraction and how it's not biased, it's like you you don't know to what you do or don't want. So like if I know, if I talk about how the day is going to be stressful, it's going to be stressful. So we just talk about how things are going to be positive and how it's going to work out for us. So we think positive, and usually we have a positive day. Thank you.